You're listening to Ask When, the podcast. Folks from all walks of life talk about their daily hustle and bustle, living and celebrating life, sharing tips on becoming champions, especially for those who are muscling mental and physical disabilities. Ask When, the podcast, with your host, who has mustered over 30 years living with cerebral palsy and going strong. Author and cerebral palsy advocate Wynn Charles. Ask When, the podcast starts right now.
Welcome to Ask When, everyone. And today I have Kim, and Kim is sitting on the island of Hawaii as we do this interview. And so, Kim, take it away. Share your story with my fan base, please.
Yes. So I am originally from Minnesota and I moved to Maui. It's been almost 3 years ago now. Next month will be 3 years. And I moved here sight unseen. So I'd never actually been to the island of Maui. I'd been to Hawaii a number of times, to the islands of the Big Island of Hawaii and Oahu and Kauai, but never Maui, and just felt really guided to come here. I kept getting sign after sign that I was meant to move here. And so I essentially just followed that, and it's been absolutely incredible.
So, it's been absolutely incredible. So, can you please explain to my fan base more about what you do?
Sure. I am a feng shui expert as well as a psychic or an intuitive. And I combine these things to help bring more balance into people's homes and into their lives. So, kind of my slogan I love to use is bringing harmony to your head, your heart, and your home. So, when we have all of these things in balance, we are able to really find our Fiji, which is my business name, Finding Your Fiji, which is really about finding and living your dream life. So that's kind of what I really enjoy, is helping people identify what that is for them and then help them to lean into living it. So a lot of people talk about taking a jump or a leap, and I more like to think of it as leaning into it and following the flow of what wants to be created in your life.
Well, I took a lean into it, so to speak. Because of everything that's going on right now, and as Kim and I are sitting here recording this is April 15th. Yes, normally tax day, and the reason why I say normally is because tax day and coronavirus did not make a good combination.
Right.
So the IRS has been nice to all of us and said, okay, you can have an extension, a big extension. It's not due until July 15th. Although those of us who didn't know that, like me, got their taxes in early. So, yes. But
I did too.
I did take a lean, and I quit my job because my job, it didn't have a plan in place, and they said social isolation is the best for you due to I'm at high risk for what's going on right now.
Mhm.
And I said, bye guys. I am off on my own. I am a journalist full time now. I am pursuing my degree in journalism. I said bye guys because I I didn't want to be tied down to the educational field, since the educational field is in the midst of feng shui in itself by now. Yeah, I was just listening to a interview on Point off of NPR how people and parents and educators are doing this, and they go, it's trauma learning. It's not online learning, so to speak. We're dealing with a trauma. We're dealing with
Mhm.
lives being turned upside down, mine included. And so, yeah.
Wow, that's a great leap of faith, though. I love that. Congratulations.
And yeah, and how Kim and I got to know each other is that Kim, let's just say Kim was interviewed on another previous guest um, podcast, Autumn Shields. And so I reached out because Autumn posted the episode and Kim commented, and I said, this is exactly what I need. And so for those of you that think feng shui is totally woo woo, it's not. It's not because um, we have to put our lives in harmony. We have to put our houses in harmony. Mother Nature is doing a feng shui move that we all didn't expect. So
Yes.
anyway,
Yeah, exactly. And so many people are spending so much time in their homes right now, so they're getting to really feel what feels off. So when
yeah,
you're in a space for a long period of time and continuously like we have been, then you start to see things maybe that you didn't notice before in your busy
yeah,
life.
exactly, exactly. Now, Kim, if you had to move houses and
Mhm.
only take 5 things with you, what would they be?
Ooh, what a great question. Definitely my laptop, my passport, if we're talking about specific things, my probably some pictures of family, although I do have many of those on my phone too. To my cell phone, I would take. And gosh, what else would I take? Uh, hmm. I I I don't know. A toothbrush, maybe. I guess that's replaceable. I guess that's
Yeah,
replaceable. That's a
yeah.
tough question,
Yeah,
actually.
that's a tough question. A lot of people who have family members go, "When can I take my family?" I say, "Yes, for for the exception of your family, what would you take?" And so, Kim, if your best friend had to write a book about you, what would the title be?
Mm. Courage personified.
Courage personified. And what is your favorite book?
I have so many favorite books. I seem to have a favorite book of the time, and my current favorite is "It's Not Your Money."
It's not your money. Wow.
Mhm. By Tasha Silver.
And so you guys, um, go check out It's Not Your Money. I know that, and this will be coming out in the next couple weeks too. So, I know that Audible is doing a discount. I know that Amazon is doing a discount. I know because we're riding the wave of coronavirus. I've decided we're not coming out of this for a little while. So we're
Yes.
riding the wave of Mother Nature here. And so I've just decided to grab what I can and ride the wave with you guys and just do what I can. And so I I so go check out Tasha's book. It's not your money. And then I will let you guys know that Audible's doing a discount. Amazon is doing a discount for Kindle Unlimited, and then Libby Ella IBBY is also a library use, and then Overdrive is also a library use as well. So go check out It's Not Your Money. And Kim, as we wrap this interview up, do you have any questions for me?
I do. I want to know, what was your favorite book as a child?
As a child, geez, I would have to say, and this childhood author passed away, and this book is completely out of print, you guys, so you can't go find it on Amazon. I would have to say, but I will give you one that you can go find on Amazon. I'll give you two. One, my all-time favorite is Tomato Soup by Satra Hood, and yes, and
Mm.
that one is completely out of print. You guys can't go find it. The other one is any of the Harry Potter series.
Oh, yes. I love those too.
So,
Yep.
yep,
Yeah.
any of the Harry Potter series. So um that is great. And Kim, do you have any more questions for me?
I I do. What is your go-to self-care activity? Something that helps you quickly feel better?
Quickly feel better. Well, my self-care activity is I have a support system that I can jump on the phone with. I can I can nicely scream at them, nicely scream at them, and I can then I feel better. But my true self-care is, and so many people know this about me, it's music, 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 and music all the
Mm.
and so if they nicely screaming at people doesn't really honestly work, I go lock myself in my room, turn on my Amazon smart speaker, turn on music, play that for 20 minutes, I come out like a totally new person.
Nice. So what's your favorite song then to put on?
Well, right now, and this is also gonna make me cry because he
Hmm.
passed away of COVID-19, John Paul.
Oh.
And so, um, Big Fat Love is my favorite song, and of course,
Mm.
so and of course, it's about a premature baby, and
Mm.
all the all these kids in the NICU can give is love, and it's like, oh my goodness, John Pine, you you got me
Mm.
on that one. And last person I was with, I've listened to it since though, but the last person I was with who helped me discover this song was my father, who I lost in May as well. So when I
Mm.
found out that John Pine passed away of COVID-19, I'm like, oh boy. And the waterworks started flowing just
Mm.
because of everything that went on. I mean, my dad passed away. This whole thing went on. And then
Mm.
clock started dying from it. And one of my dad's ex bosses, who happens to be Bob Dylan, thank you very much, got
Wow.
in the New York Times based upon John Pine's influence on him. And it's like, okay, things are getting real. Things are getting real. No, and when my stepmom told me, I'm like, he what? And she goes, "I'm sorry, I thought you knew." And I'm like, "I did not know. I did not know. I did not know." So I just had to step away, and I'm like, "Eesh, this is getting real. This is just getting real to the point of we're losing people left, right, and center." I don't know what the cases on Hawaii are like, but in Colorado, it's getting scarier and scarier.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and just sort of as a spiritual perspective on that, this is a big transition time, like a big exit point. We like to call it from a spiritual perspective. So there are a lot of people and animals that are going to be leaving at this time, whether it's from COVID or something else. Because I had my son, who's 26, had two friends die within a week, not related to the COVID. So there's a lot of people exiting right now, but the perspective on that is that the people that are leaving this physical existence are actually feeling like they can be better support from the other side. So we can still call on them, we can still ask them for help, we can still connect to them. It's just they're able often to help us more easily without a physical body. So
I'm
that,
no, I'm noticing that too,
yeah.
because I, and this is going to scare you guys, I am noticing that weird seance stuff is going on in my house, and
Mhm.
not only my aides are noticing it, my stepmom is noticing it. I mean, my TV in my kitchen will turn on automatically if it's not, and so I am noticing that both my mom and dad are around me in
Yes.
spirit, because my dad was a big TV watcher and a big
Mm.
watcher and a big music listener. And so the fact that my TV will turn on its own and then just stay on, it's like, hello. There
Yep,
are
that's a
people
hello from your dad,
Yeah, there
right?
are people around us that, and my stepmom and I find it very nice. We don't find it scary. My 8 and find it scared us to death that 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 it's like the spirits are actually talking to us. No, but
Yes.
um, no, but I'm finding that too. That um, people are actually coming to me and leading me in the right direction. And I'm finding, even though my dad exited way before COVID-19, I don't think he would be doing well in COVID-19. Uh,
Right.
due to he had stage 4 lung cancer. So
Mm.
I don't think I think his heart attack was a, even though it was sad, I think his heart attack was a blessing in disguise. So
Yeah.
I don't think I have spoken to two cancer survivors, um, one on one on chemo and one in remission, and they're saying we have to be careful. We have to be careful. So now, looking back on it after speaking to them, both Lee Silverstein and Ivana, who also got lung cancer, you guys, go back in the archive and listen to Ivana's episode, and you'll hear my story and Ivana's lung cancer survival story. And so, speaking to those two individuals, Lee Silverstein and Ivana, I don't think my dad would have done well with the cancer treatment and COVID-19.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, Kim, that when it's time to go, it's time to go.
Mhm. Yep.
And yeah, maybe, and I felt a shift in my own body in August, and I had a aide at the time who was working with me and my stepmom. And the reason why I said no, I don't want to go skiing is because I felt a shift in my own body, and my stepmom and my aide thought, well, Wynn doesn't want to go skiing because she's grieving her dad. And I'm like, no, I felt a shift in my own body, and I didn't wanna be out in the middle of the ski season and then have the ski season shut down on top of me. So
Mm.
what it did, and so that's what it did. And so a lot of people don't believe me when I said I feel a shift in my own body. I'm a Cancer, and I have more Capricorn in my chart than I do Gemini, but I'm a Cancer, so what that means is Cancers can see writing on walls before it even happens. And
Mm.
so I felt a shift in my own body. Yeah. So that's how I knew that something big was coming. And by the time February 14th hit Valentine's Day, I had bought myself and my aide a plane ticket out, and we knew exact dates, what we were flying out, when we were flying back in, and since then I've been home. Since
Mm.
ninth, I've been home. So I decided to take a early swing bike this year and go to Florida because I knew something was going to happen as soon as I got home.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So that's that. So where can people find you, Kim? And how can people get a hold of you if they want to meet with you or have a podcast with you or just get your wisdom shared?
Sure. So I've got a couple different spots. One is my website, which is findingyourfiji.com. Another place to find me is on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel under my name, Kim Julen, Julen. I think you can probably also just put in Finding Your Fiji because I tag every video with that as well. And then on Facebook, I have a private group. So for people that are interested in learning more about feng shui and angels and finding their flow, I share a lot of stuff in my private Facebook group. And it's called Find Your Flow with Feng Shui and Angels. So those are some great places. Obviously, I'm on Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn and all those other places as well. So any of those places are great places to connect with me.
And you guys, I hope this episode didn't freak you out too much, but I really believe in spiritual guidance. And even though I do have a religious base, I do believe in spiritual guidance. And so if you want to contact Kim, we'll have all of Kim's information in the show notes. And thanks, you guys, for supporting me. And I have a couple amazing announcements coming up in the next couple weeks. And so let's march on, be safe, be happy, be sane, you guys. And so I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the love and support, and lately the financial support. And I will catch you guys next week. Bye, you guys.
You just listened to Ask Win, the podcast. To become a guest in the show, visit our website at askwin.weebly.com or call 816-591-3399. Just look for Danielle. Connect with Win on Twitter at WinKellyCharles and like our Facebook page at Butterflies of Wisdom. You can also purchase Win's book through Amazon.com or get a copy of the audiobook through Audible. Ask When, the podcast.